is messy, my makeup looks bad, my nail polish came off of my thumb, I have a hair tie on my wrist, and I'm wearing a swimsuit. Glad to get that all out of the way. Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm sitting in a cabin. Look around, look at this cabin. It's so woodsy and pretty. I'm not even in my state right now. I'm actually currently in Minnesota for my end of summer vacation. Oh my gosh, end of summer. I remember last year around this time I was freaking out to go back to school because I myself was going to be starting my freshman year. For today's video, I thought I would give you guys my own freshman advice and my experience, and I'll just kind of help you guys out if you're going into your freshman year. I know it can be extremely terrifying. It's scary, it's like intimidating, and I'm here to tell you it's not so bad, except for the schoolwork and everything else. This video may or may not be relevant to you depending on how old you are, but if you are an incoming freshman, then this probably is pretty relevant, so I hope you enjoy it and get some good advice. And if you are a past freshman, like you've already been in freshman year, then you can leave some advice below if you have any more things that I missed, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna miss a lot of it. So yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna be talking about is the first day, and the first day is probably the most stressful day of the year, except for maybe finals week, which I will get to. So as for supplies on the first day, you don't really need to bring that much stuff. At least at my school, we didn't have to bring that much stuff. We really only had to bring some paper and a pencil to write down notes about the class if the teacher wanted us to like write down like supplies we would need, or if we had a syllabus to collect, or if we had permission slips, or anything like that. So something I'd recommend doing is trying to get into the school before the actual school year starts. And I know for a lot of people that's probably orientation, so if you can, do not skip out on your orientation because it's a really nice thing to go to, especially if you're worried about getting lost. Last thing you gotta do for the first day is be open to new things. You're gonna be taking it a lot, you're gonna be getting a lot of new information, and you're gonna be meeting lots of new people. You just have to keep your mind open. Keep it open, wide open, doors swinging. Next thing I'm gonna be talking about are stereotypes. And stereotypes can be kind of weird for high school, especially if you've seen any sort of chick flick or even movies where they mention high school. They make it seem like a scary and terrifying place. They have the tall kids, they have the jocks, the mean girls, the cliques, people who ride motorcycles through the hallways. Hashtag mean girls too. Let me just start by sharing you guys that is not how high school usually goes down. There are some aspects that are kind of similar, but for one, the kids there do not look 25. So as far as cliques go, there are some in my school. There might be some in your school, and depending on like what type of kids you have in your school, people might take it further than others. There are groups of people, but they're not necessarily cliques, if that makes any sense. Like my friends, we're always super tight together, but we aren't a clique. We're just a group of friends. And that's what I feel like most of high school is. You really find who you fit in with and stuff, and you find out who's the same as you, and you find out people who have similar interests, and you just kind of form one giant group of friends, but not necessarily a clique. At my school, personally, we did not have like a bully problem except for the occasional girl drama, but I mean, that happens everywhere, so you just gotta be aware for that. Don't go into high school thinking that you're gonna have a perfect year with no drama, because there always is something, whether someone makes you mad, whether you make someone else mad, there will be conflict, and you just have to be prepared for that. Like if you're one of those people who's never gotten in a fight before, I know I've never been in a fight before. Some of my closest friends kind of like would just flip on me in like gym class for no reason, and I'm just like, whoa! Kind of like a sandstorm. I mean, in my school, I've never seen a jock push someone into a locker unless they like wanted to get in trouble, because at my school for some reason like the teachers are really vigilant about that stuff. They're like, I see everything you're doing. Now we're gonna move on to the terrifying subject of making friends, and I know that might sound really stupid to say it's terrifying, but it can be for people who are antisocial like me, or if you just are not good at making friends like me. I was there, I know what it's like, trust me. First step I have to making friends is to join clubs. Get involved, join student council, join the dance team, join cheerleading, do a sport. There's so much to do at high school, and you honestly will find people who are just like you in those things, and even if you don't stick with the sport itself, you will most likely meet people that are just like you in those sports or activities or whatever you're doing. Mostly everyone will find who they fit in with, and that kind of means that you'll find what you want to do. You'll get more like involved in your interests. For me, I got really involved in orchestra this year. Another thing you have to know is be open yet again. You have to be open to these people that are new to you. You can't just expect everybody to come to you. You're gonna have to go to some people and introduce yourself, even if it's like, oh, do you have a pencil I can borrow? You could start a friendship from that. One of my best friendships started with, that's my solo spot. This part kind of might sound sad, and it might sound like I'm being a downer, but expect some of your old friends to drift away, especially if you guys kind of were a little bit different. They might find something else that they love doing, you might find something else that you love doing, like completely separated, and that's fine. Even if you guys aren't best friends anymore, you can still be acquaintances, you might just have different interests, and especially in high school, you will probably take advantage of those interests. It's really fun when you do, I'm gonna be honest. Next part are the social events, and the social events for me, I didn't go to that many, so I might be a little shaky on this part, but I'm gonna try anyways. So I personally love going to like football games or basketball games. I actually had to go to every single basketball game because I was on the dance team and we performed at halftime every game. But I love the football games. I loved going, I loved watching everybody, I loved just getting involved and screaming. And school spirit is something that can make your school so much better to you. Like, I remember if I wouldn't have gone to those games or I hadn't joined dance team, I probably wouldn't even like care that much about my school. But now that I do, I have like an insight on my school and I'm like, wow. Next thing are these school dances, and I personally only went to one of them. We have 3 at our school. We have prom, and then we have the formal dance for everybody else, and then we have the homecoming dance. And the homecoming dance is like where you just go after the homecoming game in your spirit wear, your spirit, there's like school colors and stuff, and you just go and dance like crazy, and it's honestly the best part of the year in my opinion, because I actually didn't go to the formal dance because I was like not about that life. But I really do recommend going to the dances because they are really fun, and from the people who did go to the formal dances, they told me it was a blast, and I really want to go this year, but I don't know if I'm going to, but I might, and I'm still debating. The last thing I'm talking about are the grades and the schoolwork, which is the very unfun part of high school. If you have a certain goal to set throughout the year, like you want to get straight A's, you want to get all A's and B's, you want to get above C's, you want to just not fail, then find people who have the same goals as you, and you guys can help each other to get to the grades you want and stuff. And that is what I did. I found a lot of friends who like were in my same classes. I made friends who enjoyed doing their homework like at lunch or something. We would always work on it, and I got pretty good grades. I only got 1 B per semester. I got a B in the same class because it was honors geometry, which is really hard. Now I know a lot of people tell you that the homework in high school is insane. It's a lot more than middle school, and I'm here to tell you it is 100% true. The homework for me at least tripled going from middle school to high school, and I had at least 2 hours each night, and if I didn't do it well, it'd probably take like an hour and a half, but I tried to do it well each night because I wanted to, you know, get good grades and stuff. So I really recommend doing your homework, because if you don't, the teachers don't really tend to cut you any slack. They'll be like, oh, you didn't hand it in? 0 for you and lunch detention. I feel like in middle school they kind of baby you into thinking that it's going to be easy in high school when it's not. That's the one part about high school that I dislike, is homework. If there wasn't homework, I would love high school, but the fact that I have so much homework kind of makes it not as much fun. The last step I have to getting good grades in high school and staying on top of it all is to be organized and pay attention in class. For me, my teachers were very different about the cell phone rules. Some teachers were like, they cannot be out. If I see them, I will take them and you'll never see them again. I'll throw them in the lava. Some teachers would be like, well, when I'm done with my lecture, you can go ahead, and if you need to fire out a quick text, you can do that. It's your homework time. You can do what you want with it and stuff. So use your time wisely is another thing I gotta say. If you have time in class to do your homework, I'd use it for your homework. I wouldn't like try and get on your phone and just mess around. But some classes are more loose, and like you can kind of like just, you feel more free in some classes than others. Some classes you can like literally lay on 2 desks and you're like, hey, what's up? Not gonna lie, math class every single day. For me in my math class, we were actually allowed to like listen to music while we were doing our homework. Once we were done with all of our tests, we could get on our phone. Funny story really quick, when I was done with my math test, once I got on my phone, I had a notification for YouTube, so I swiped open it and also my video started blurring, and I was like, hey guys, what's up, it's Grayson, and I was like, no, it was dead silent in my math class, it was playing, and I was like, I am mortified, and so that's why I didn't get on my phone after that in math class. And last thing are finals. Finals happen twice a year for most people at the end of semesters, and it's terrifying. You really need to remember all your stuff. Don't try and cram it in all overnight, because I did that and I did not do as well. But fortunately enough, I had a high enough grade in the class where I could basically get a 0 on it and still get an A. But really try and study hard for your finals, and you will do so much better, and your grades will stay high, and you'll be so proud of yourself if you ace that final, because I know the feeling. You're like, I worked hard and it made sense. I don't really have any other advice because I kind of just blew through it all, I guess. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And if you are going as a freshman, I wish you the best of luck, and just know that it's going to be really fun. Freshman year was one of my favorite years besides 8th grade. So I really hope you enjoy your freshman year, and if you already were a freshman and you want to leave more advice you think I missed, go ahead and comment it below and I will check them out, and my friends and aka you guys can look at it. And if you aren't even near freshman year yet, then go ahead and tell me what grade you're going into. Not in a creepy way, I just really want to know. Because I told you guys, you should be able to tell me what grade you're going into. So I think that's it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you later. Bye! Good. You guys, I'm too cool for you guys. Oh no! Why?
Because I want to.
Really? Yeah. What are you gonna do then?
Sit there.
Oh. I'll probably use that one floaty that you were using yesterday.
No, you can't!
Even though you're not gonna use it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna. Rather than probably some pencil and a paper, some pencil and a paper. Sounds legit.